Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 167 of the Battleship Brawl's Season 3 tournament. This episode, we've got a league battle between the Coastbuster by Thompson, this absolutely massive, just completely huge vessel, going up against the Pinnacle class destroyer by Triptych. Did I say the Coastbuster was by Thompson? I forget. Whatever, if I didn't, it's by Thompson. Important to note, if the Pinnacle wins here, it will enter the Hall of Champions. It will retire. So let's go ahead and get this battle underway, get to the explosions, and see what happens. Coastbuster turning, just letting out that shower of high explosives. It has so many guns. All firing high rate of fire, pretty potent high explosive shells. And there goes the Coastbuster causing lag by existing again. Because of how Thompson said he thinks it's because of how long it is. Oh, but oh man, there's some big holes getting blown in the Coastbuster. Lots of damage. Already down to 87% because of how fragile the vessel is. Pinnacle so far surviving the hail of high explosive fire. It's lost probably about half of its weapons. Oh, looks like we're gonna have a collision. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. I think that just popped the turret off by ramming the Coastbuster like that. Looks like it did, yeah. And now the Pinnacle is showing its less damaged side. Means it's going to take even longer for the Coastbuster to drill through the Pinnacle's armor and finish it off. Because the Coastbuster has a lot of shells, but they aren't particularly powerful ones. There's like half the ship is missing. Like, just the Coastbuster has taken so much damage. And there goes that superstructure. It's not going to be able to take many more hits like this. It is going to become too damaged and despawn from that if it keeps this up. Now it's getting some distance, which will help. Because even something this big, it turns pretty quickly. So it'll make it a lot more difficult for the Pinnacle to land shots. And it looks like the Pinnacle may be dead in the water. Let's go take a look. If I can get over there with the jittery frame rate. Now the Pinnacle is not dead in the water. It is still moving, but it is not moving very fast. They are getting awfully far apart, and the Pinnacle is much closer to being toward its opponent than the Coastbuster is. So yep, there goes the Coastbuster getting disqualification time. But the Pinnacle is closing the distance. So I don't think it'll get disqualified. Oh, but it just took a shot right to the guns up here. Only one barrel survived that blast. It won't take many more hits for the Pinnacle to finish off the Coastbuster. But it seems to be having trouble actually landing shots at this point. Whereas the Coastbuster is raining shells all over the place. Yeah, both vessels having a bit of a difficulty hitting each other. Oh, there was a hit on the Coastbuster. Yeah, with all the taking on all this water and all the damage it's received, and yeah, it is not moving very fast anymore. And the Pinnacle is in a lot better shape. Oh, that turret just took a direct hit. I think it was already disabled though, so doesn't really help things any. So many shells flying through the air. Coastbuster has so many weapons. It's kind of funny. It's not often you see a shell as green as that one that just went by. Bounce off of something. Ooh, those are some solid hits. Ooh, shells raining down on the Pinnacle now. Landing some hits. But not really seeming to do anything. Like, it looked like those shells hit right in the front here, but I don't see any damage. You can see a couple landing there, and they don't do much. Looks like that last one may have actually taken down this gun. Because, of course, because I said it doesn't do much, so the exact opposite has to happen. Ooh, that upper shell there looks like it might... Nope, fell short. Man, the Pinnacle is having a really hard time hitting such a big vessel all of a sudden. Like, I didn't have this much of a problem in the beginning. But I mean, it's missing shots that even if the ship, if the Coastbuster were undamaged, like the shots wouldn't hit. Coastbuster is repairing up. But it is dangerously low on weapons. Despite having all of these different turrets spread out over such a long distance, the Pinnacle has managed to take out the vast majority of the Coastbuster's weapons. That was a pretty big hit. That blew a big hole. Oh, Coastbuster has stopped moving. Its engines have cut out. I'm not sure if it's run out of fuel or what. No, there it's moving again now. Not sure what happened there. Oh, but it took a couple of pretty solid hits because of that. The Pinnacle is also repairing itself. But it too is low on weapons. It only seems to have 3 active turrets, one of them being a single barrel. But it has the vast hit point advantage here. There's no way the Coastbuster is going to repair enough in time to catch up. It needs to bring the Pinnacle's hit points down if it wants to win. There's no way it's going to repair 25% of its health. Well, it'd need to get 20% to make it a draw. Oh, but the Pinnacle is significantly lower on resources. But I don't know how big of a difference that's really going to make in the end. Even if the Pinnacle stopped repairing right now, and all the Coastbuster did for the rest of the match was repair, there's no way it would win. There's no way it would even get a draw. It's way too damaged. It's going to have to bring the Pinnacle's health down to catch up and win this fight. Otherwise, the Pinnacle is headed for the Hall of Champions. Coastbuster's hit points aren't really going down either. It seems like it's repairing as fast as the Pinnacle is damaging it. More or less. If the Pinnacle would just aim at like the bow of the ship up here, you could probably finish the Coastbuster off because there's a lot of blocks there to destroy. Yeah, exactly like that. If it actually hits, that's proving to be the difficult part for the Pinnacle, is actually landing shots. Which is kind of amusing given how big the Coastbuster is. Definitely the longest ship in the season. I believe it is. Oh, the Pinnacle is officially out of materials. It can no longer repair or produce ammunition. So its fire rate may slow if it's relying on the ammo manufacturing blocks to keep its guns armed. Oh, Pinnacle has also... its engines have cut out. It is no longer moving. I wonder if it was, well, I don't think, you know, it doesn't have any oil refinery stuff on it. I don't think it's big enough to have any without it being exposed to where we can see it. Maybe it has simply had some of its fuel destroyed, and thus it did not have enough to carry out the whole battle without running out. Coastbuster seems to have slowed down as well. Yeah, it is barely moving. Are its propellers actually functioning still, or? Yeah, they are. But it has slowed down a lot, it seems. Or maybe I'm just crazy and it hasn't actually changed at all. Don't know. There's a plunging fire shot if I ever saw one. Oh, two very big hits there. The Coastbuster's about to run out of materials as well. Both these ships just refusing to die. Oh, yeah, the Coastbuster has kicked on some more power and is moving more again. And the Coastbuster is out of materials. Both vessels refusing to give up here. But without the ability to repair, I don't think the Coastbuster is going to be able to hold on for too terribly long. I don't think 2.5 minutes is enough time for it to make up the 23% health difference. You never know. It could manage to core its way into the AI and, you know, get an AI dead, or yeah. I think that's basically the only way the Coastbuster can win at this point, would be a knockout blow. The AI dead. I don't think it has enough time to even get the Pinnacle down to 80% for an 80% sinking. And in 45 seconds, even a disqualification sink wouldn't help, because the battle will end before the disqualification happens. Coastbuster is very close to being cut in half here. Only a couple of beams left in that middle part. .35 seconds left on the clock. Coastbuster is running out of time. Oh, duh, I'm sitting here wondering why everything stopped. And it's because the battle is over. The 15-minute mark has been hit. And, yeah, that's it. I'm like, wait, what? I was, for some reason, I was thinking it was collision lag. Duh. I'm a derp. Anyway, yeah, that is the battle. It is over. The, Pinnacle class destroyer had... What the... It was like a ring explosion. That's kind of weird. Anyway. Oh, there it is again. Well, whatever. The Pinnacle class destroyer is victorious, and with that, it will be entering the Hall of Champions. So, congratulations to Triptych. You have made a deadly little vessel here. All right, so we'll go ahead and do a quick cut, and we'll go over this thing, check out its weapons, its armor, all that stuff.